What is going on, guys? This is Daniel Wright, and you're here listening to another episode of Paving the Way. And happy Saturday to you. I know I was not with you guys last Saturday. If you caught my episode on Wednesday, you understood why, because I was celebrating a wedding with some family and things like that out of town. But here we are today. I hope your week has been fantastic. I hope you're looking forward to a good weekend wherever you're at. I know there's a lot of fall weather moving through the country right now, so hopefully you're getting to enjoy a taste of that and get some outdoor fall activities built into your weekend. So, guys, today I want to talk with you about one of the top life lessons that I have come across in my almost 33 years on this planet. And as most top life lessons tend to be, this is one of those that's a lot easier to give the advice than to take the advice. So I'll preface it with that by all means. But it's also something that we all have related to. Like we've all done it. We've all had it done to us. We've all, kicked ourselves in the ass after we did it, so on and so forth. So the life lesson that I want to refer to today is, and I'll start with asking you a question. Has there ever been a time in your life where someone just comes right at you and telling you, "Hey, you need to get this done," or "I need you to do this," or "Why didn't you do that," or so on and so forth, and you're just looking at them like, if you would have asked, I could tell you that this was already completed, or if you would have asked, I could have gone ahead and given you the answer to what you were, telling me I need to go figure out, or whatever it may be. And so that being said, that one of the top life lessons that I've ever been fortunate to learn is the concept of seek first to understand and then be understood. And this one really applies to anyone in any sort of a really any sort of a relational capacity. So this can relate to leaders in the workplace, it can relate to parents in a home, it can relate to relationships, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, friendships, whatever it may be. Because all too often we love feeling like we know the answer, we know what needs to be done, or we know all these things. Whereas maybe we don't actually have all the details. Maybe we don't actually have all the answers. And someone else very well could, because it happens regularly. And like I said, I'm guilty of it just as much as the next guy. But it happens very regularly for me to say, "Hey, if we're at work or something like that, hey, do we make sure to bring this piece of equipment or, blah, 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 make sure you don't forget this, so on and so forth." And the crew will come back and be like, "Hey, we already got it," or "We've already got this scheduled," or "We've already, we're on top of it," whatever the situation may be. And here I am telling them to make sure they do it or don't forget it or things like that. And it's like, and if I would have taken a step and said, "Hey, just wanted to check, did you guys know that you needed this? Or did you guys, did you remember this? Or did you make sure to do that?" And they say, "Yep, we got it taken care of, no problem." Or, "Hey, you know what? No, thanks for the reminder." So it's one of those things that I try to preach it a lot. I try to teach it a lot, and I try to practice it even more, is start with the question. Ask the question first. Make sure that you're seeking to understand about whatever it is that you're talking about. Because when you go and just assume something that, that isn't accurate, you've just kind of painted yourself in a light that shows that you really just, perhaps don't think highly enough of the person, or you don't have all your facts straight, or whatever it may be. So that's one of the first reasons why it's always good to seek first to understand and then be understood, is it really prevents assuming things. And a lot of it's the way you frame the question and making sure that it is a question and not just a statement. So make sure you don't assume things, ask the questions first. And in addition to that, when you do it, it allows for credibility to be given to the person that you're talking with in the other side of the situation. It allows them to show that they know what they're talking about, or they know they needed to get that piece of equipment or pick up that thing at the grocery store or whatever it may be. Because like I said, guys, we all have the tendency. We all want to tell people, "Hey, why didn't you get this, or why didn't you do that?" And they're like, "Well, I did. And if you would have asked me, you wouldn't be insulting me right now." So it gives them a chance to, establish credibility and, explain their side of it. But beyond that, it's really just best for relationships. So whether, like I said, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in the home, in your marriage, with your kids, whatever it may be, if you have situations that come up, just asking the question first, "Hey, did you by chance do this?" Or, have you by chance gotten to this yet? Or are you aware of this? Rather than just going and telling people everything, it's going to do nothing but help your relationships. Some people, say that, oh, there's no need for that. I can just tell them this or say that. Well, you can, but you're going to have people who, right when you turn around, they're going to roll your eyes at you, or they're going to be bad mouthing you when you're not around. So I'm all about building relationships. I'm all about trying to make sure people know that they're valued, that they're appreciated, that I respect them, so on and so forth. And so I try my hardest to make sure that I am asking questions first, seeking first to understand and then be understood. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's been one of my most difficult challenges in leadership because I've always been the one that thinks that I have the answers, that I know the right way to do it, that I'm the only one capable of figuring it out or thinking about this. And when in fact, I'm fortunate to have a team of 13, 14 other individuals that are highly capable people. We just had a meeting this week and I said, guys, we're not hiring people we have to babysit. We're hiring responsible, respectful adults that are capable of doing their own things. And I don't need to, micromanage this or tell everybody to do that, whatever it might be, because that's just insulting. It's demeaning to people. They don't feel appreciated. They don't feel valued. So think about that. Because like I said when I started this, guys, it's happened to you. Someone has come to you and just assumed something or told you to do something that you've already done or tried to, tell you not to forget something you already got, like whatever it may be, any of the petty stuff. So I was talking about this with a couple people this week. I was like, that's probably what I'm going to talk about because it's one of the top life lessons that I've ever been fortunate to receive and that I see it on a daily basis that I'm like, man, if that person would have just asked the question first, there would have been no issue there. There would have been no issue. There would have been no, tension or friction or whatever it may be, just because someone had to pop off and tell someone that something that they already know. So that might have been helpful, hopefully, to one or two people. But just as a reminder, seek first to understand and then be understood. It makes life a whole lot easier, a lot more enjoyable, and your relationships will thank you for it later. So, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. I hope it's filled doing whatever it is you want to do, wherever it is you want to do it, and with whoever it is you want to do it with. So let me know if you guys need anything. Look forward to seeing you Wednesday.